Item 4C, I have the privilege again, and I asked this to be put on here to recognize a member of our community, a citizen of Pflugerville. Mr. Anthony Nguyen has been coming to city council meetings for a long time. He's kind of become a fixture here. We kind of don't feel like it's a meeting without him. And
For better or for worse.
and he's really had some input over the years and over time and follows what we do. And, you know, I watch and I'm a member of his particular neighborhood group, and I've been to visit his neighborhood group a couple of times in meetings. He's got a really good neighborhood that really gets involved. So I feel like Mr. Nguyen has made a commitment not only to his neighborhood, but has made a commitment to the city. And when we had an opportunity to nominate somebody for the Travis County Appraisal District Board, when a vacancy came up, this is to the Board of Directors representing Eastern Travis County, we didn't have to look very far. We felt like Mr. Nguyen had some of the background and interest and passion for it, particularly fiscal responsibility, that we nominated him. This council passed a resolution to nominate him. And now this I didn't know, is that he actually had to go to how many jurisdictions? 13 or so. He had 13 jurisdictions that had to vote on his nomination, as they did on others that had been nominated. And so he actually went to every one of them. And so that just goes to show you the commitment he has. And I'd like to, Anthony, would you just come up so people know who you are, and that way we. And you can have as much. No, I'm just kidding. Anthony, hey, personally, I'm proud of you, really, and I think this community should be proud of you for the dedication and commitment you're about to make on this board of directors, which is an awesome responsibility, and we appreciate that. And I just wanted to take a moment this evening to recognize that and thank you very much for the work and dedication.
Well, I appreciate that. I had my first meeting yesterday, so I can give you a quick update.
You got 3 minutes.
It was a 4-hour meeting, and got some good news and some bad news. And I guess the good news is how you perceive it. Preliminary assessments were reported, and looks like we'll have about a 13% increase in assessments. Now, how many people think that's good, that assessments are going up?
Okay, Anthony, I thank you very much, but I think we're going to have to cut you off there. Because the attorney said so.
All right. Thank you. But I want to thank you for the honor of serving on the TCAD board. I really do appreciate it, and you know, I look forward to giving you more formal updates as they come along. But this was public information, so. Okay.
Thank you for doing it.
Seriously, Anthony, good job. It's a hard position.
Okay, our next speaker, Anthony Nguyen.
Can I talk about the TCAD here? Two things. I just want to reiterate the invitation that Doug Weiss said about Focona next Thursday. Check-in is at 6:45, and the meeting starts at 7 with House Representative Celia Israel. She is our House, well, there's two. Pflugerville's kind of split between Donna Dukes and Israel. Dukes is not going to be reelected, so we're not sure if it's going to be Cole or Vela. But Israel would like to talk to the community, and she engages in Pflugerville every couple of years. So she just wants to know what our concerns are, things that the state can help out with. So I encourage everybody on council to attend. If more than 4, just let the secretary know, and we might have a walking quorum. But Israel does want to know what your concerns are. She's very approachable. I'll just give you one story. I met her in between sessions last year and talked to her about my concerns with property taxes and different things. And one thing that I think I did sway her, which you guys probably object to, was the annexation vote. You know, most of the Austin delegation voted not to have a vote on annexation, but I told her, look, you know, I moved into Greenridge 8 years ago, and we were ETJ, and we were annexed involuntarily. She heard me, and, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So if nobody else is talking to her, then she's going to do what people tell her. And not a lot of people engage. So these are usually intimate conversations. So you guys, as a representative of the community, I would hope that you can come and attend this meeting. Falcon Point, check in 6:45, 7 o'clock. Okay? And just briefly about the TCAD, yes, they had a meeting yesterday. Preliminary assessments are up 13%. That is good if you want to sell a house. But there is a perception that as assessment goes up, we pay more taxes. But that's not the fault of the appraisal district. The appraisal district's challenges is trying to manage all the people that are contesting it. And so a lot of people come in and protest because they think it's a direct impact on their taxes. So they're actually adding 20 more people to staff 20 panels to handle all of these protests. So as a board, we kind of decide their budget, but we can't really pick anybody on that panel. But as a board member, I don't make any money, but if anybody wants to be on that appraisal board, it pays $170 a day. So that really has an impact on decision-making as you adjudicate people's protests. So, but one of their other challenges is to persuade the public that it is not the assessment that sets tax rates. It is you guys. So when I say that good and bad news, the bad news is that means I'll be continuing to come here asking why our taxes are going up, and the school boards, because you guys do have an impact on setting the rates. The assessments just set assessment rates. But I'll do what I can in assessments to try to keep it as minimum.
Thank you, Anthony.